Hello and welcome again to another exciting Beyond All Reason match. This was a game that I played with my regular crew, so I'm interested to show you guys what we did in this game. We're playing on All That Glitters. That's one of the most popular maps on Beyond All Reason, if not the most popular. And yeah, we've got an interesting play here. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we got Grunting Pawns. He is our top player in the red. Got myself in the eco spot here. Grunting is in the air spot. Archon Rain in the corner spot. Tony Stark in Power Gaming. Lala King Kid, Bar 44, and LMAO Mark. Alright, so in this game, we decided to go with an 8-man front. We decided we were not going to even have an air player. We weren't going to do our traditional tech. And the reason why we did that was we wanted to hit the enemy hard and fast. So you can see here the other team is going with a more traditional opening here, and we're going to see pretty quickly they are not going to know what hit them. So let's take a quick peek. Should have some units coming out here pretty soon.
Battle paused. Battle started.
Another thing that really helped us in this game was Grunting Pawns took our lowest OS player, who was also right in front of him, and since we're doing an 8-man front, that just means he doubled his eco, and he was able to just crank out troops a lot faster. Alright, so Empower gets the first troops on the field at the 2-minute mark. Tony Stark following that up as well. Wyzern is sending in a little bit of a tick rush here, which could be quite devastating actually, considering nobody has troops out, even though we're doing an 8-man front rush. He sends those ticks after the Con and the Max, and now he's going to go ahead and hit Empower in the back here. This is not good for Empower. And he starts to send them back towards me and to Archon. Archon does the right thing and starts bringing his comm up. He's trying to crank out some troops to stop the onslaught. The problem is that laser towers and troops, for that matter, they can't shoot through your windmills. If they did so, they might cause damage on your own troops. So it kind of stinks when those ticks can get around, or any troop for that matter can get around your windmills. They can just circle around it, kind of do a ring around the rosy. And your light laser towers and your units, unless they have some sort of plasma artillery that can shoot over the windmills, they're going to not be able to shoot those units, which can really cause you some issues. Alright, so we can see we are not messing around anymore. We're sending our comms to the front. We've got a stream of ticks coming in from my base and from Tony Stark as well, that we're going to go try to do some damage with here. Grunting sends some grunts in. his namesake. And he is going to do some work here. We'll go ahead and check out his player camera here for a second. So he's going with the zoomed out approach, which, again, I've said in previous videos, I'm not super good at myself, but I'm trying to get better at it. And it helps you to be able to see the rest of the field. You can kind of see things coming for your troops. You can move them in different directions a lot faster and easier than when you're super zoomed in. You can see Grunting's doing a great job of avoiding the units that are coming after his pawns here. Or, sorry, his grunts, I should say. Oh, man. It's got one hit left, maybe. Yep, there we go. Hey, you got a lot of value out of those pawns. Or, I'm sorry, those grunts. His name is messing me up here. But, yeah, those grunts did some work there. Stiff Bickies is keeping an eye on Empower and Tony Stark. So he's coming in and de-gunning some of these light laser towers. Oh, Empower gets a nice D-gun on those Whistlers. Beautiful, beautiful D-gun there. And so Stiff Bickies is kind of wondering what's going on with the rest of his team, because nobody else seems to be doing much at this point. Take a quick peek. Zoom out here. You know, you got Wyzern, who, you know, to be fair, Grunting is putting the hurting on him early, but Gruju isn't doing anything. He is not making troops. His comm's not on the front. He is currently idle, just building some windmills. So he is not in the fight, right? Statutory is porking, so he's not in the fight either. Pacific Terminator is he's eco, and he's ecoing like normal, and Kitty is doing their job as well, being air. So yeah, not much going on. And then you check out Nova Treant. Is not doing much either. They are not doing well on eco, so they are trying to crank out some tanks in the back there. It is not working out too well. Virlux is also struggling on eco as well. Metal is not good. Pouring a lot into build power right now is Virlux. So anyways, what I'm trying to say is you basically had two people on the front who actually had troops and were doing something, with Stiff Bickies and Wyzern. And they're trying to hold the entire front basically by themselves right now, because you can see Tony Stark, myself, Grunting, and Power were all attacking this center point of the map here. And yeah, you can definitely tell that our team is pushing hard. I don't know what LMAO Mark's doing. He did not get the message on the 8-man front. But yeah, Archon's doing his job, Tony's doing his job, and Power's doing his job. We are pushing them back hard and fast, which is what you want to do with an 8-man front. You got to win in the first 10 minutes. Otherwise, Eco's going to get all the T2 out to everybody. They're going to be able to level up, and you're not going to have T2 at that point, and then you're going to stall out and eventually get pushed back by the superior units. So if you're going to do an 8-man front, you have to take them out really in the first 10 minutes. All right, let's check in on Empower, see how his player camera's doing here. So he's focusing his thugs and rocket bots. He's kind of moving around those walls. Ooh, Grunting's got a good push here. Let's switch over to him. He's back at his base making some stuff here. He's going to go T2. He's going to get a little greedy. Alright, so Grunting has his Whistlers up here. He's just realizing that they're in trouble. So you can see, with that zoomed out approach, he's able to quickly manage his units and move them back and forth Trying to keep your Whistlers back. They're not as tanky as most tanks. They can die rather easily compared to a lot of the other tanks. And those aren't even Whistlers. Those are Lashers, I believe, from Core. But his missile trucks here, you're trying to keep them back. They have great vision and great range, so you want to keep them as far back as possible, so they can do their best damage, which is not get hit by anything, and missile the crap out of the enemy. So Tony Stark getting in here. This is just a great little clump of units. Let's take off the player view and back up a little bit. And Power's up here. Grunting's up here. Tony's up here. Archon's up here. There's just units all over the field. And there's no way that Wyzern and Stiff Bickies are going to be able to stop this. And their other teammates are not producing any troops whatsoever. They probably could have actually stopped us if Statutory, Virlux, and Novaturiant had actually made troops. But they didn't. And when you don't do that, even if we weren't doing an 8-man front, because at this point I'm not even sending units anymore. I tacked up, and I'm switching over to give everyone T2 because I don't know how long this game's gonna go. It's 10 minutes. I gotta do something, right? But I don't even need to be on this front because of how much it's been handled by the 4 frontliners here. Even Bar 44 is getting in on the action a little bit. So it's something to consider, because even if we were playing a traditional game where the back line was doing their normal jobs, I mean, this would have been a massacre either way. So you can see they do resign after their 2 top players get crushed up the middle. Again, 2 side lanes not doing they're not doing anything, right? And that's key. You've got to make units. You've got to help your team. You've got to help shore up that middle. Even if it is your 2 best players, you have to get in there and help them out. So Grunting gets the cow. Congratulations. And it was a smashing victory right there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know this one's a little bit shorter. Definitely a quick victory, but appreciate the time. Like and subscribe, and come on back tomorrow for some more awesome content. Peace.